When all else fails, just do the next right thing. Boom, nailed it, let's go home. Look, it's a bird! No, it's a plane! No, it's... So today we are talking about superheroes, as you could probably tell. But, and I know that some of you might be saying, but Josh, those aren't real. Those are just characters in comic books or in a movie. And you're right. You're absolutely right. But have you left any of those theaters or watching those movies and felt like you were meant for something more? Especially, you know, even other movies like watching American Sniper, Lone Survivor, or even like 13 Hours, where you feel like you were meant for something more. Because I know that I have. So I'm a Marvel fan, just like many of you are. And recently I was asked what superhero I would be. And I wasn't really able to answer that question right off the bat. Just because I feel like I may encompass more than just one particular superhero or you know, maybe none of them. So after giving it some thought and taking some time, I actually came to a more resounding question of more of who am I rather than who I would be. Now I know that most guys would like to be Iron Man or the God of Thunder, but you really have to ask yourself, what skills or what powers do you possess and what do you have kind of down to your core? So this was my answer after a couple of days. I'm going to read it just so I don't get it wrong. I have strength and pride, but I am not a god. I have intelligence, but I don't wear an iron suit. I possess rage, but it doesn't turn me green. I can fight and shoot, but I don't carry a bow. I have honor and dignity, but I don't throw a shield. So what does this mean? And what does this mean in the world today? There's quite a few things as to what that could mean. We resonate a lot with superheroes just because they seem to have the traits that are the best parts of humanity. But there are so many of those people that are actually in the world today that possess those same feats and personality traits. So what the world really needs right now is actual men and women to stand up for what's right, defend the weak, and speak life into our world. So standing up for what's right means that you're doing it for more than just you. That you can do it for a complete stranger, where you're just in someone's corner because it's the right thing to do. Even if they are a complete stranger, you're trying to help them, support them, and do what's right. Not just by you, but by everyone. So with standing up for what's right, there's a lot of injustice that's going on in the world right now. And unfortunately, there's not enough people that are willing to stand up and do and say what is right. I'm not trying to speak to any particular group or anything like that, but there are these groups that are out there that are sowing anarchy and chaos, and they're trying to divide a nation, trying to divide the world. And a lot of that just comes down to a lack of people that want to stand up, that want to do what's right, and be in every stranger's corner regardless. Kind of standing up and being those white knights that are going to do what is right no matter what. Defending the weak. You're not doing it for glory, you're not doing it for recognition, but because there are always going to be those that cannot defend themselves. And we need to be the ones that stand between them and the dangers they face out in the world. So defending the weak isn't just, you know, standing up to the bully, but that's a lot of what's going on in the world right now, where we have a force or a bully or something that maybe is outside the norm or is more oppressive than other standardized things that are beginning to prey on the weak, or the not even necessarily physically weak, but mentally, emotionally, even financially weak. That we need to be able to stand up and help those people, defend them, because they are becoming prey. And so being able to stand in between that person and the people or the dangers that they may face out in the world is what defending the weak means. And this last one is a big one. It's speaking life into the world rather than dealing death. Unfortunately, right now, in the state of the world, and especially in our country, there is a lot of dealing death, where we are not trying to solve problems, we are just trying to eliminate certain parts of life or certain parts of government or certain parts of X, Y, or Z, you name it. And so you're trying to just kill those things off rather than actually speaking life, speaking to the root of the problem, and moving forward in a positive light. Now, speaking life isn't just about, like I've said, standing up or defending, but even in your everyday life of the things that you do, are you speaking positively when you think about yourself? Are you speaking positively to your friends, to your family? It's even just so simple as that, of speaking positively can bring life rather than death. And maybe it's not a literal death, but it could be just a sense of the kind of the macabre where you don't, everything turns morbid. And the news already does that enough for us that we don't need to perpetuate that with the words that are coming out of our mouths, what we're letting come into our heart and coming out of our heart. And so speaking life, being positive, and not dealing death. Focusing on these three things will help you find the balance of life and peace within yourself. And now I'm not here saying that I've mastered all three of these things. I still struggle. Everyone's on a journey. We're all on a journey, and that's kind of why we're doing this together. Especially me, of standing up or defending is something that came very easy to me, but I was blessed with a quick tongue that oftentimes was better at dealing death than speaking life. So that has been a struggle for me, of trying to control my tongue and use it to a way that is actually going to speak life and help grow and build a better society. Using these traits and skills are the epitome of everything that we hold dear for those superheroes that we see on the big screen. But there are so many superheroes that are in our communities that don't get the recognition that the people do on the big screen. Your homes and your communities need people to stand up, to defend, and to speak life. We here at PNW Strong believe all three of these things to our very core. And I know those of you that are at home that are watching us, you guys that are part of the Strong, you guys have this kind of to your core as well, or you wouldn't be watching these videos. This is something that we strive to do in bettering our society, bettering our world, and just creating a much more positive, encouraging, respectful, and protected community. And I've talked about this in the past about white knights that come in and just do the right thing and protect the people, but those people are needed more now than ever. We wear this brand on our chest, here at PNW, and you at home that are part of the Strong, because this is something that we do. We hold these traits completely to our core, and if you have this brand on your chest, you're going to use these three traits and be that white knight without resistance or without hesitation. So there are a few other really fantastic communities that take the same stance that we do here at PNW Strong. And I encourage you to go and follow them, because they are, as much as you're a part of our community, we are also a part of their communities, because we are striving towards the same goal. So those groups are Warrior Poet Society and the Order of Man. Those two hold everything as far as what resonates with us to our core, with our ethos of respect, encourage, teach, and protect. They teach all of those things within their communities as well. So those are two other really great communities to get in touch with. And for all of us here at PNW Strong, we are going to, thrive and stand in this conflict of this weird thing that we call life. And keeping at the forefront of our minds our ethos of respect, encourage, teach, and protect. If you guys need anything tactical or firearms related, be sure to check out 3 Aces LLC. Their links will be in the description down below. Also, we have our merch, like these shirts here. We are kind of going through a different process right now because of some quality issues with the company that we've been running with. So shirts may go unavailable for a short period of time until we get another company involved. But these are still available on our website. So again, all the links will be in the description down below. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, follow our Facebook page, And as far as this video goes, if you like any of our other videos, like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know when our next video comes out. I'm Josh Ward, and we are PNW Strong. And have a great rest of your day.